folks, welcome to the channel. I'm Don. This is Rockin' the Country. We've been at this thing for a number of almost 6 years now. I guess in April or something like that, it'll be 6 years we've been doing this channel. So thank you to everybody who's been playing along, literally, and hanging out with me and suggesting and gifting and all of that. Speaking of which, I'm doing a gift request. Saremile made a gift to the channel. So Saremile, thank you for this gift and request. It's Jeff Bates' song, He Wasn't Like Us. I don't know this, and the link that you sent me was to his Vivo video. I'm going to give it a whirl. Vivo is ordinarily blocked. So if it is, I'll just go back to the drawing board and re-edit, take out the visual portion of his video, and then just upload the audio. But I'll be watching the video right here. So let's see. He wasn't like us. That could be anything. I'm going to guess it's a good thing. He was like a good dude. It's a nice start. Not a lot of songs start with piano.
We didn't know for sure, but everybody said that old boy ain't right in the head. He's a little slow. We'd hide in the bushes, not making a sound. When he'd walk by, we'd push him down on that dirt road.
Yeah. Kids are mean.
I was just as guilty as my friends. We had a lot of laughs at his expense. He wasn't like us. He wasn't cool.
Yeah.
He'd just smile even while we were being cruel. He stood out. He didn't fit in. But we kept throwing the stones. No, we didn't let up on him.
We all know people like that, or we've seen it happen in school. Man. Kids are just mean, you know. And then one of the good things is you generally adults try to drive it out of them, and it usually works. You do develop a conscience over time. But Saremile, I'm guessing that this song came to mind after I did Matt Kennan's song, You Had to Pick on Me. I'm guessing that that was the inspiration for this. This is a moving presentation.
He never said a mean word, no, he never even made a fuss.
Yeah.
He wasn't like us.
Yeah, just didn't fight back.
Later on he made a name in our town for hanging out and running around with the rough crowd. They were boozers and losers and low-class broads, but he saw good in them nobody else saw when he brought it out. Then the rumors started flying that he was some kind of holy man.
I wondered.
But we set him straight and told him to his face he was a crazy man. He wasn't like us. He wasn't cool. He'd just smile even while we were being cruel. He stood out. He didn't fit in. But we kept throwing the stones. No, we didn't let up on him. He never said a mean word. No, he never even made a fuss. He wasn't like us. Well, I remember the day he got in trouble with the law. They cursed him and kicked him and mocked him and whipped him. Then they nailed him to the cross. He wasn't like us. He didn't fit in. And I fell down on my knees and wept for him. He never said a mean word, no, he never even made a fuss. He never did nothing wrong, all he ever did was love. He wasn't like us.
Yeah.
He wasn't
Parallels.
like us.
Yeah. I had a similar experience because actually I went to Israel about 12 years ago with about 25 of us from around the U.S. and I knew more than half of them. And by the end of the trip, we were all very good friends. But we went to Israel, and I remember we rented a wooden boat and took it on the Sea of Galilee. It's really not a sea; it's a lake. You could see it's really a lake. It's just a kind of medium-sized lake, and you could see the shoreline, any of the shoreline from anywhere on it, be in the distance, but you could see it. And I remember the dude that was leading the tour, and I knew him. He's the president of a ministry, and it was in Bloomington, Indiana. I'm not sure where they are now, but he's a Bible head, and he been studying his whole life. And he was like, yeah, over there is where this record in John said Jesus did this, and then over here is the next record, corresponding record in Matthew. It doesn't say how he got there, whether he jumped a ship or whether he walked it, which would have been a long walk. And I remember, to me, just thinking to myself, like, I get not liking other people. I get it. What I don't get is wanting them dead. Like Yankee fans don't like Red Sox, but they don't want them dead. Like there's such a disconnect there. And I remember thinking, like, I get not liking Jesus. I get it. Like he's not everybody's cup of tea. I get it. Like that part I can understand. But the idea of wanting somebody dead, that's what I don't get. That's not in me. There are people go around doing good, and sometimes other people don't like them just for that reason. Whatever, in this context of the song, whatever people think of Jesus, he's the Son of God, he resurrected or not, that's irrelevant to me in this context, because when somebody is reportedly doing good or doing good, that's it. And you got a problem with that. It's like you're the problem. But I didn't see that part of the song coming. I mean, I felt sort of an analogy to it. I didn't realize he was going to go there. I thought this really was going to be another one of those bullying songs. And in a sense it was, but it was spiritualized to where Jeff was singing about, he was making the connection between the behavior that people have now and the biblical account too, of where it says like, everybody crucified Jesus basically because of your wrongdoing. But the mean-spiritedness, I mean, I knew folks who just, they weren't right, in the head, not because they were nice, but because they had mental, however you want to word it, incapacities, deficiencies, or less than others. And other kids are mean to them. It's that simple. And then, and they couldn't fight back. They didn't know how to. It wasn't even in them to do that, and people would still be mean. And I got into a number of situations with people who were doing that to others. Like there came a point where I didn't like it. And when I was much younger, I'd be mean. All the people be mean. You didn't know it, but if you felt bad about it, then over time, the accumulation of feeling bad about it caused you to make a change. And it caused me to make a change pretty early on. And I wound up being kind of like a vigilante for kindness. But I mean, like I said in the last video, I had some really bad people wanting to cause me harm because I would get in the middle. If they'd be shaking somebody down, I'd get in the middle of it. And I'd be like, don't give him your money. Don't give me your money. And I wasn't a tough guy. I wasn't a big guy. I guess I was just big enough or something enough to where nobody did me real harm. Let's put it that way, because I'm still here. But yeah, there's Saremile. You got me going. You know what? It's funny because then I forget that I'm going to rate the songs. I'm like, I get going. I'm like, I live through these songs in ways. Like, I love being able to do that, but I feel anger sometimes. I feel, of course, uber sadness. I feel laughter and joy. I love feeling. And sometimes I just forget. I'm going to be doing things like rating a song, which I'm not going to do on this one because it's a spiritually minded song. It's also a song. It is also about bullying, about being mean to people. And thank God most of us, the vast majority of people, when we get older, just let people be. We generally do. Most people want to go to work, black, white, Latino, Asian. It don't matter who you are, whatever religion or lack thereof. We want to go to work, come home, watch the game, be with our family. Sometimes in that order, sometimes not. And just live our lives and just kind of be chill. And we learn that as we get older. But kids, oh my God, can be cruel. So, all right, folks. Oh, yeah, I'm not rating that one. I'm leaving it be. That'll go in the unrated one. So, Saremile, thank you again. You got me going. I'm all amped up now. All right, folks. Have a great day. I'll see you on another video and keep rocking the country.